Welcome to episode 31 of The Drive Home. We're a group of gays who go to the movies and review them on the Drive Home. We should say that Michael and Todd are on special assignment this week, and Jose is at home in bed resting. He's not feeling well. Thoughts and prayers for a speedy recovery.
And you can Venmo for his recovery.
There will be a GoFundMe coming soon.
With that said, we should probably introduce ourselves. I'm Jason.
I'm David.
And I'm Matt Taco.
And if you're wondering why things look a little different today, it's because we had planned on doing this live, but decided to do it old school, and we're going to record this, and I'm not going to edit this time. Taco is going to. Oopsie.
Whoops. I know you think that was my editing fault, but actually the camera just turned off. So give me a chance.
We're really embodying the spirit of the movie we just saw, which was
Saturday Night. Oh, that's a good point, David. Sorry, I forgot. So yeah, it was. We are a little discombobulated from all that, but as we usually do, we've introduced ourselves. We've said where everyone's at. So why don't we read some comments from our Raw Riders, Taco?
Absolutely, and I'd just like to say, live from the car, it's the drive home. I know I screamed that. Okay. Well, our comments today are coming from a recent post
about spooky season.
Yes, spooky season is upon us.
We are in full swing.
And
spooky season.
My goodness, there are so many comments on this post of David and our dog Oscar.
Yeah.
Baby Oscar.
Yes, about some of your favorite scary movies. So we thought we'd share a couple of these. Andrew.Corns says anything John Carpenter, especially Halloween 1978 and The Thing.
Good ones.
All right.
Classics.
Old school.
Undeniable classics.
We've got some Scream fans out there.
Woo!
Scream
7 coming in February 2026.
Oh boy. Great.
You heard it here first, folks.
They're making another one?
Yes. Jeff Campbell's back.
I guess we'll be reviewing that movie on the drive home.
Is she going to be alive in 2027?
I don't know how she survived 7 movies, but
The Conjuring, The Strangers.
Scary.
Yeah, lots of, and of course Barbarian, one of our favorites in this car as well.
Love Mother and Barbarian.
One person decided to say my singing was the spookiest thing about spooky season.
Who said that, Michael?
I don't appreciate that. And I'm coming for you after I edit this video.
That could be a while.
Well, David, do you want to remind folks where they can find the drive home?
It's my turn.
Yeah, why
oh,
not?
gosh.
Matt got to read all the comments. Let's test you.
Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, sometimes Facebook, and
You have to make your own sound.
is that it? Oh, Venmo,
Oh yeah.
Cash App,
And Zell.
and GoFundMe at the Drive Home. You can sponsor our next episode, so we have higher quality editing tools.
Yes.
Well, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. That light's for sure going to come
Oh
down.
my goodness.
Yeah, wait.
And with that, we'll cue an intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, David.
Acapella. Tonight we saw Saturday Night, even though it's a Tuesday. And it is a comedy based on a true story, starring Dylan O'Brien and Willem Dafoe, about the first broadcast of SNL, or rather the run-up to that, and all the craziness behind the scenes that is going wrong. And that's really all it's about, is that how everything came together that first night.
Yikes. All right. Well, that was a good synopsis.
Yeah. It was,
The yikes was for how many things went wrong going up to that show. So,
and potentially this video.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's good we're doing this.
Yeah, this
That's the movie.
light could fall just like
Just
in the
like-
movie.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Well, we want to give this movie a quick rating on the count of 3.
Yes.
Sure.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, unanimous.
All right.
A unanimous all thumbs up. Who would like to start this? Jason?
Yeah, I mean, I generally enjoy movies where things go wrong constantly because I always feel like
Do they remind you of your own life?
sometimes, but I mean, in all reality,
Wow.
I have a big work event coming up this weekend, and sometimes things go wrong, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh, like
Yes.
it never like that, right? Knock on
Oh my
wood.
gosh. Oh yeah, my wood.
And this
soul.
is a good week for you to watch this
Yeah,
movie. Just
yeah.
like a
Yes,
reminder
as you
that
put
everything.
on a big event this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah. So, I like those kinds of movies. What was the movie with Adam Sandler where everything went wrong? He was a jeweler.
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Oh, that's a good.
That
one.
was the last time I had that kind of angst watching a movie where it's like, holy
Yes.
shit, everything's going wrong.
Really good comparison, like the way it was shot too,
Yeah,
like very quick cuts, like the kind of crazy camera movements. You really, I was gonna say, I felt like I had that same energy before, like a big event or like a show. I used to do community theater, and like the last dress rehearsal is always like manic.
Mhm.
And I thought they did an excellent job of making the actors look like the original
Yes.
cast. Like,
Chevy Chase, it was like uncanny.
unbelievable. John Belushi too. I felt like
Yes,
that. The
for
guy
sure.
who did Dan Aykroyd's voice. I'm not sure he looked so much like him, but his voice was
Yeah.
spot on.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Did a
I don't know
good
how much of it was true, so I'm sure Taco, our editor, will find out exactly how much of it was
Yeah,
true.
there will probably be some fact checks. Insert here.
I can't wait to see that insert.
David, I know you kind of commented a little bit, but do you have anything else?
I thought I liked the pacing. It was pretty. I felt like it was a zippy movie, you know. But I was like, the director did a good job of instilling that same energy you have before a performance, or just through the editing, through the way the camera was positioned, and I thought all the actors did a good job of capturing the like zaniness of the cast members they were playing on SNL, and just the whole vibe was there. And at the end, I just found myself like smiling because I have fond memories of watching SNL. We
Mhm.
just watched the episode with Ariana Grande last night.
How'd she do?
She was great. I
Yeah?
thought she really
Yeah.
wowed me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I-
I'm getting worried for her Wicked performance, not
Uh-huh.
her voice, but her acting. But actually, I feel a little more confident going into Wicked now.
Someone sent me her
After this.
monologue, and I will give you this. Like I have for a long time said that she cannot sing
Mhm.
or cannot enunciate, right?
The diction is
And
the problem.
her monologue was really well done, and I could understand everything
Yeah.
she was singing, which maybe she got a vocal coach.
I feel like she was trying to do her character in Wicked a little bit
Okay, well,
during it, but I am more excited to see it now.
Yeah.
Because we saw 2 trailers for Wicked tonight before the movie.
True.
that makes me angsty because they're spending a lot of money on that.
Like, in case you forgot
Anyway.
the trailer 5 minutes ago.
I have one
here's
more
another
comment
one.
about that. We've seen the whole freaking Wicked movie because it's part 1 only.
Yes.
And we've seen so many trailers on it, and they've blown some of the biggest parts. But I'm so excited, and I have a tattoo about Wicked on my body, so of course I'm excited. Okay,
We don't even want to know where that's
moving on.
Yeah, enough with the 3.5 minute trailers. Whereas this movie, I think I saw maybe 1 trailer for, so
Yeah,
I really
literally,
didn't
yeah.
know what to expect.
Mhm.
So that was, it was great. I watched the story unfold and didn't know really what was coming. Even though you know how it's going to end, they're going to be on the air, but like
Mhm.
you're like, oh my gosh, what else could go wrong behind the scenes?
Yeah. I had so much anxiety during this film. I don't know if you guys noticed, I was like shaking a lot, doing some of
put
my
your
anxious
leg up.
habits.
When you put your leg up,
Did
you know, on the seat.
Did the piggies come out tonight?
Well, I kept taking off my sandals. I was
Oh.
kind of getting this like anxious feeling in my whole body because I just didn't know how anything else could possibly go wrong. It felt like a day in my classroom. It felt all of that. But Anyways, it was funny. Like we said, I love the sketches. Just like seeing how Weekend Update started was one of my kind of like
Right?
favorite parts
Yes,
of
love
it
your
because it's my
boyfriend.
favorite segment. Shout out Colin Jost. You want to come on the pod here?
There's a seat right in Matt's lap.
Right here, baby. Just kidding. But no, I just really enjoyed the film, and I don't remember seeing a trailer for it.
We saw one.
I think
Yeah.
like one
Yeah.
time.
And
yeah.
I gotta say, like, it made me at the end want to see the full
Yes, I
first episode, like what it actually is.
Me too. Yeah. Like
And
what-
I was like, oh, like once I thought we were gonna get more,
Uh-huh.
and I was like bummed at the end.
Yeah, I wish in the credits they maybe showed some of the like sketches that happened.
Yeah,
Like, if they
yeah.
could have shown some quick clips.
But is that the point? Like now I can go home and watch it. I'm sure it's on
That's
Peacock.
probably
right?
like a marketing tool. to
That's a
get us-
50-year-old show, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow,
Is
wow,
that
wow.
crazy?
And I mean, most of those folks are no longer with us, right? I mean,
Yeah.
George
know.
Carlin, the first guest, is dead. I mean,
Oh yeah.
but Chevy Chase is still alive, and
Dan Aykroyd.
Well, Lauren.
Dan Aykroyd, is he still?
Yeah. He was just in the Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, you're right.
reboot.
You're right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So there's a few of
A
them.
few,
so,
yeah. But I mean, that was 50 years ago. I mean, think about that. That's
and look at the longevity of their careers. Like
Yeah.
this show, like we still know their names. You know, as they're
Yeah.
saying them on this movie, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, like I've seen so many of their movies or TV shows, things like that.
This is such a random question, but the announcer, you know, the person who's like, no.
He killed that, didn't he? Who his impersonation was amazing.
It's an impersonation, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think they've been through a few, and they keep
Oh,
that.
It's
that-
like that same voice every single
That was
time.
wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like spot on. I
The
thought it was almost like
impersonations were
AI
good.
or
Yes.
something.
Boy, a lot of cigarettes, huh?
A lot of cigarettes. It was the 70s.
And
Yeah.
some grab acid. Can you imagine being a female
Oh my god.
in 1975? I mean, it was unreal the
Mhm,
way they were treating
mhm.
those women. I was just like,
Playing grab ass is never okay.
That's what I
It's
really
not okay in
liked.
Chicago at the bar sidetrack. It's not
No.
okay here.
Consent is key.
that's right. That's right.
That's why
Amen.
I really liked the sketch that they did with the women ogling over the.
That was a
The guy.
good sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
like
so
that. That would
funny.
be
and
funny
for
to see that.
1975, that's pretty
Yeah.
progressive.
Assuming that one made it in the first show,
I hope so.
Yeah, I would
I think
hope.
we should watch it and see what the first show was like.
I think we're going to need to.
Kind of a drive-through bonus.
What do you
episode.
think Jose would have thought of this film?
I think he would have liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so
Yeah.
too. So I have this random thought, and maybe it's only me.
Mhm.
I felt like the camera work was panning a lot towards the bottom half of the body at times, and there was a lot of junk being shown, male parts. Now
I
listen,
didn't know
it
this.
may have been the high-waisted pants that the men were on.
Oh, I think that had something to do with
I
it.
think so, but or maybe some of the tighter shorts
They
and
were
some of the
short,
Ooh,
yeah.
Dylan
skits.
O'Brien. looked
But
good in those
you
shorts.
got a little bit of a show sometimes, and then there was another show.
Yeah,
happened.
so our fact checker, Kimmy, needs to research this. Merv Griffin evidently was there for the first
Yeah, and Rockefeller Center. that night.
broadcast. He must have done another show previously. I don't remember what it was called. But he whipped out his evidently famous 11-inch. So is that true? Was he known for his big
I mean,
schlong?
I
so that'd
didn't
be
even
probably
really-
coming from Chevy. I can never say his name right.
Chevy Chase?
Chevy
Yeah.
Chase.
Um,
Right?
I would assume
Yeah,
so.
I,
And
yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel like if they interviewed Chevy Chase, he'd be the one that would have to like share that information because the exchange is just between him, his girlfriend, and.
but I mean, if he had that big of a schlong, I bet it was like spoken about. So Kimmy will
Probably.
do the research, and
Yeah, I
we'll
think.
put a ticker at the bottom confirming the 11-inch penis.
Yep. Insert Kimmy's thoughts right here.
Yeah, that was interesting.
But I have heard that name a lot. I didn't realize he was an actor or whatever he does. I thought he did like game shows. Do you remember like
Yes.
you
I
would
only
hear
know
like
the name,
this
I
was a
just-
Merv Griffin Enterprise, something at the
Yes.
end of like a game show.
Oh.
Like Wheel of Fortune, I think, is one.
Oh,
And maybe Jeopardy?
I just know the name. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. I literally don't know anything about
Before
him.
the
I think this movie
thoughts.
taught me everything I know about him,
Well,
which is
yeah.
that he has an 11-inch penis and he was involved in NBC.
ogling women too.
television.
Facts that the
Yeah.
drive home cares about.
This is what we have our researcher checking.
Kimmy is filing a complaint to HR as we speak.
Kimmy's got a red pen like that woman who is.
Oh, yeah.
We
Cleaning
have
up
to
the
talk
show.
about her.
Yeah.
Those were so funny. There's the
What was
woman
her job
who
called?
is
NBC. They called it
standards.
Standards. Yeah. What a
yeah,
fun job.
Which they
that
still
was.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Much looser standards.
they were trying to get in all these like funny words, like golden shower was one. What was like
zipper part or
zipper dinner?
Zipper
zipper dinner?
Which I'm not sure. I know
Clam
what that
diving?
is. Clam diving.
Zipper dinner?
What's a zipper dinner?
I
And I'm
would
assuming
assume
it's
like
you unzip your zipper
fly
and then
there's dinner served.
oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Clam diving. Yeah, that was.
Perhaps 11 inches of dinner. A long sausage.
Oh mate. Remember, I can't bleep out things on this.
Well, you need NBC standards to come
I
in.
do. I need the NBC standards. I really liked that, and I started thinking about myself. How would I get in some of those fun words,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as well?
There's so many more now today too.
Yeah.
So
I
many
know.
more terms than there were in 1975.
Were they calling her Rosebud at one point? No.
I don't think so. No.
There was a skit that was using Bud for their middle name, so I think it had
Yes.
to do with marijuana.
Marijuana, yeah, which seemed to be rampant
Oh.
also
Yes.
in Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, there was a lot of drugs. And do you think that George Carlin really did that much coke that he had to like get his...
I would assume so. I mean, he was a fairly famous recovering addict, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like,
So,
it just surprises me, I guess it shouldn't, that they would allow like coke in like the, dressing rooms like that.
I don't think they did, but
They just brought it
well, what can you do?
and you just
Yeah.
went with it.
Yeah.
There wasn't as much security back then.
Well,
I bet it's still that same way. I literally have no idea.
Quite possibly.
I
mean,
went through
show
the DARE
business.
program in my school, which
Mm.
stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here to tell you, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs,
Mhm.
kids.
Drugs.
Yes.
They are bad news bears.
They're bad for you, and the late George Carlin would maybe be here.
I don't know, would he be? He would be ancient,
Yeah.
right?
I still think he passed a little bit earlier, though.
Did he? I'm still shocked he was.
Kimmy, fact check.
Another fact check, Kimmy.
I remember the first time I watched Thomas the Tank Engine with my kids.
Oh, I
And
loved that show.
It was voiced by George Carlin. The
Oh.
early episodes were, and then the later episodes were Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
I was blown away that George Carlin was the voice of
Yeah.
wow.
Do you like his comedy?
It wasn't for me.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it
It's
wasn't
really
for me.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised it's not for you, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not super familiar, other than through you.
How about our AMC experience?
Popcorn was excellent tonight.
Popcorn was good. It was salty.
One of the
Good.
best popcorns.
Yes, big fluffy pieces. Whoever was popping it tonight,
Yeah,
did a good
doing
job.
a good job.
Well,
Speaking of
Discount Tuesdays. So.
True. Speaking of salt, I was about to butter my popcorn, and a woman was in front of me, and she took the entire salt shaker with her.
Oh.
Just picked it up and went
Power
to the.
to her.
Went to,
Do we think she shared with others, like around her, or?
Unclear. But I appreciate that she stole an entire salt shaker.
Or I
She's
wonder
like-
if it was empty and she's like, I need this for home, or do you think she needed it for the theater?
I think
Did she
just
give it
didn't want to
back?
make the trip back. No, she definitely didn't put that back.
You don't think
She
so?
took it home with her.
Because that would
Those
be
things are,
nice.
like, not even cute salt shakers.
No,
It's, like,
they're the
ugly.
crappy ones you used to
Yeah.
get like at McDonald's.
They probably get stolen all the time.
I bet.
But what if she just took it in the theater? Just theorizing here.
Mhm.
And then she uses how much, and then at the end of the
She
movie,
returns it.
she puts it back.
It's fine if whatever.
She
I
just
would
wanted to
not.
wear her salt.
I would not advocate for that because it only left one salt shaker for everyone.
Mhm. Well, some of us bring our own seasoning sometimes. Shout out to the dill seasoning.
Shout out to Taco
Taco
Tear for getting it for
Shout
us.
out to Taco Tear. Any other? Oh, we got a clap for Nicole Kidman today.
Yeah, good audience.
A medium clap.
Yeah.
It was a clap.
There was
Yeah,
a
I was pleased with that. Yeah.
handful of people.
Good
who
audience.
joined.
Yeah, good audience.
Yeah, no
Nice
complaints there.
Nice and full. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad to see it. I feel like the movie will play well in cities like New York, Chicago, because we have a big comedy scene here, and probably that interests students of Second City and other
Mhm,
places. So you can study that
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it was a good experience.
very good experience. That's all I have to say about it.
No sponsor tonight because we were planning on riding raw, but
Maybe Dare will sponsor our next episode.
maybe.
I don't know if they still exist.
Well, they might be making a return.
I mean, there's got to be something that's teaching the kids about
Yeah.
drug abuse resistance education.
Maybe Moms Against Drunk Driving can sponsor
Mad.
us. Mad, because
Yeah.
we're in the car.
Oh, that's true.
And we always drive sober.
Yes.
we do.
That is not even a joke. We
Yeah.
always drive sober.
I have never had a drink in the movie theater. Have
Me
you?
neither.
No.
I don't like it.
I don't care
just
either.
like I'm a purist. I like my pop and I like my popcorn.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I always thought I understand that they did it for money, but like I was like, when they started it like 15
Yeah.
years ago, I was like, that's weird. I never in a million years would I be like, I need a drink at this movie.
I just get tired.
Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, I find it odd when people bring the big water bottles. I get it, but number one, I'd have to pee if I bring like a big, like,
Yeah.
Stanley water bottle. But then also it kind of clinks sometimes. They have to like open it and close it. It can be a little disruptive.
yeah, just stick to the pop, people.
Yeah.
Or a quiet water bottle.
True too. Should do the quiet test. Any other thoughts?
I'm good at being quiet. No.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Let's sing us out.
I think we're almost home.
Well,
Oh,
we're
we're home.
Taco,
Yes,
would you like to sing us out?
I would love to.
Let's bow our heads.
In New York, something, something, something made of. There's nothing you can do. Now you're in New York.
Wow. Now,
Powerful.
if you were being authentic to Alicia Keys, you'd give a 10-minute speech now while you play some chords.
Exactly. I would, but Kimmy has to fact check us.
Kimmy's got a lot of work.
She
on
got
this
a
one.
lot of work.
All on iMovie. Good luck.